When you have the kinds of skill sets that David has, the range of jobs you can find is pretty well endless. You could say the sky's the limit.
Now, can I get this in a good spot?
Don't worry about your ad, Mr. Blake. We'll give it a good display.
Oh, thank you. What about the press release?
No, that's guaranteed page one. After all, Hank Lynch, a hometown boy. Is that them?
Oh, yeah, it sure is. I better get back. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
The whole hometown boy makes good thing only happens in little towns like this. I lived in one smaller than this for a year in central Idaho. You know what I discovered? When your town has nothing to commend it to the rest of the world, you'll grab anything, even if it's someone else's accomplishments. The town I lived in had a really good high school football team, and I swear every time they won, the people blocked off the streets to celebrate. It wasn't that big a deal. Almost nobody else wanted to go anywhere on those streets. The best part, they and the schools they played against were so small they could only field 8-man teams. I couldn't help thinking that some of those guys were going to head to college thinking they're the cat's meow, and when they get on an 11-man team, they'll get their eyes opened real quick. It appears that this town David is in has nothing to make it stand out, so they're glomming onto Jack Lynch, David's boss. That campaign poster is sort of important. We won't get to meet Sharon, but we'll definitely meet her opponent.
There's your old hometown!
Jump! Jump, Jack!
What is it, Hank?
I still don't like the idea of coming back here.
You just got those I can't go home again jitters. Anyway, we need this gig.
Yeah.
See you on the ground.
Those two are engaged, by the way. If anybody's expecting to learn about the flashbacks this early, they're probably new to television. They land just fine, but Jean turns an ankle. She's pretty angry with herself. It's a good thing they have a full-fledged doctor on the team, even if they don't know it. I really want to try skydiving before my body gives out. My family isn't as excited about that idea as I am.
You all right?
Jim, my ankle.
Let me see it a sec. Here?
Ow.
I still don't understand why you two didn't just land with Turner.
You would if you'd flown as many hours with him as we have.
Well, that's no way to talk about your fiancé.
Hey, if we didn't hassle him, he wouldn't think we cared.
Oh.
There's my honey now. See what I mean, David? Would you want to land with him?
Jean, you all right?
No, she's not all right. She's furious. She can walk on it. The sprain is minor, but she knows she made a mistake. When you're getting paid to show off, mistakes aren't supposed to be part of the equation. I swore I had seen Kelly Harmon somewhere before, and I finally found it. She used to do Tic Tac commercials and was known as the Tic Tac Girl. Despite being Mark Harmon's sister, she didn't do that much acting. I couldn't find out what she's doing now, but I doubt she's still skydiving.
Everything go all right at the newspaper?
No problem. Expensive, though.
I can see the headline now. Local boy goes loco.
Oh, I don't know. They seem sort of proud of you.
Just remember one thing. If you people hadn't twisted my arm, we wouldn't be here.
Hank, you know David was right when he said we had to do the whole circuit, or the promoter would have hired somebody else.
I know.
And besides, nothing else is available for a month. Here you go.
Thank you.
I grew up in Stockton, California. I escaped when I was 22. Hank feels a bit like I would if I played a gig there. For those who aren't familiar, Stockton has all the problems of a small town, even though it's not small, and it has all the disadvantages of a big city with none of the advantages.
You see what happens? You hire a flunky because he can keep your old motorhome running. Then the first thing you know, he's straightening out your checkbooks, he's handling promotions, he's booking you.
Maybe we ought to call it David Lake's Flying Freaks.
Why don't you just go marry your airplane pilot?
I will, if you can get Turner's mind off his stomach and onto me.
Is there any place in this town I can get something to eat? What's so funny?
As the expression goes, you had to be there.
Well, here we are at lunchtime. I know someone who's happy.
Boy, am I hungry. I hope this place has decent food.
Any kind of food I'll go for.
Yeah.
You get the feeling there's some bad blood between those two. We're asking questions about Jack Stewart, and we haven't even met him yet.
You know, this dump reminds me of the town I grew up in. I loved it a lot. Until the judge said 6 months or join the Air Force.
If I know Hank, he had the same problem.
Not exactly.
What do you mean, not exactly?
The worst thing I ever did was give the principal a prize Hereford.
You gave him a cow?
Yep.
What's wrong with that?
We put it on the roof of his house.
Now I want to know how they got it up there, but I won't get to find out because some guy is interrupting.
Excuse me? Well, I guess you all know who I am. I'd like to invite you to the, up to the fairgrounds the day after tomorrow. We're gonna have an old-fashioned weenie roast, and my dad, the senator, he's gonna give a short speech, I hope. Anyway, I'll see you there. Thanks very much.
Suddenly, Jack is having the same flashbacks that Hank was. Whatever is going on with him, that event is the reason.
I never expected to see you in these parts again.
Me neither.
You're the guy on the posters.
Yeah, sit down. I'll buy you a beer.
Yeah, no, thanks. I'm just passing through. Are you gonna be here for Pioneer Days, or you, gonna hang around for a little while?
We're just gonna make one exhibition jump and then we're gone. Don't worry.
Hey, I'm not worried. You know, I'm real glad to see you. It's been a long time.
They're both too busy reliving the past inside their heads, so the conversation is over. Jack is heading home to the mansion that his father owns. His father, Max Stewart, is the current state senator and has been for a long time.
I don't know what you're worried about, Meade. We've got this election cold. My son's as good as sitting in my old office at the State House.
Senator, perhaps you're not including every variable in the equation.
Such as?
Jack Stewart's a fine boy, but Jack Stewart is not you.
He'll do fine. Jack may have a few problems in some areas, but he has the best guidance available. Me.
Whoa! Sorry, I wasn't watching where I was going and slipped in some of the slime coming off of this guy. Sandy Ward had only been acting for 10 years and he had already racked up 57 credits as a versatile character actor. He's so convincing here, I feel like I need to be fumigated.
But I cannot stress too strongly what could well happen if we don't win. Should there be an investigation on some of our projects, our motives might be well misconstrued. I wouldn't want us to have to face a grand jury.
No problem, Meade. I learned electioneering and stonewalling at my daddy's knee. Now you stop worrying about investigations and indictments.
Told you. I like that meme that says politicians are like diapers. They need to be changed regularly and for the same reason. The longer some people stay in office, the more they become like the senator. Some of our motives might be misconstrued. I rather doubt that. I think everybody can see right through your motives. The people who still support you think they're going to catch a few crumbs from your table, and we all know that ain't happening.
I just saw Hank Lynch.
What was he doing?
He said he's putting on a skydiving show over at the Pioneer Days.
And he just happens to come back here now when you're running for state senate.
I don't think he's gonna say anything.
You willing to bet the election on it?
But, Dad, sometimes I don't think the election's worth betting on.
What kind of talk is that? Why, you're a Stewart. We have an image.
They have an image. Jack disagrees. Mac has an image. The public doesn't really even know Jack yet. His dad does all the talking.
Now, this time I'm gonna get Hank off alone somewhere, and we're gonna hash this out between us.
No, let's not be too hasty. Maybe it's just a coincidence. I'll make a few phone calls.
Dad, that's what you always do. You make a few phone calls and you check it out. This time, if you do anything concerning Hank Lynch, I want to know about it. It's my neck. I want the responsibility. And I can handle Hank Lynch.
Of course, Jack. Of course.
Mac certainly sounds convinced, doesn't he? He's one of the worst kinds of dads. He's determined to create his son in his own image, and it doesn't matter what Jack thinks or wants. Most of the world calls that living vicariously through your children. We see it all the time. In my own case, before his family migrated to California from Oklahoma, my dad had a chance to get a full ride to law school so he could become a lawyer. His parents squelched it. He always hoped one of his boys would go into law where he missed the chance. Didn't happen. But unlike Mac, he accepted that my brother and I were just different than that, and he dropped it. I have to say he never pressured either of us. He just suggested it when we reached our teens or thereabouts, talked about the advantages of it, and then we both went our own ways. And he said, okay then. Mac isn't capable of that. He's way too into controlling everything around him, including Jack.
The way you practice, you ought to go out for the Olympic rifle team.
No fun, man. I like the heavy stuff. What's happening?
The senator just called. He's got a job for us. Hank Lynch is back in town.
Oh, yeah?
That can't mean anything good. These cops work for the politician, not for the people. That sounds familiar.
David, give me one good reason why you won't jump out of an airplane.
In a word, gravity. It always hurts when it catches up to you.
But it never does. Except gently. You got a parachute, man, plus another one here. What more could you want?
An airplane.
All right, in all seriousness, now, why do you all want me to jump so badly?
Because you're our friend, David. We want you to know how good it feels.
You're like a bird. You're flying. You're hanging up there and the wind is pushing in your face like an invisible pillow.
That's similar to how I feel when I'm scuba diving. It really feels like flying. The difference is, I don't have to think about gravity. They show him a little bit about how to jump out and stabilize yourself and open your chute.
And most of the time, anyway, drifting like a feather.
And what about the rest of the time?
Orthopedic surgeons work wonders these days.
Hey, give it 40 years. You ain't seen nothing yet. My best friend just had a robot replace her knee. I doubt Jean could wait that long, so it's just as well she didn't do any serious damage. We have company.
Ike? Fowler? My old nemesis. How you doing, fellas?
Brings you back to these pirates, Hank.
Money? The root of all craziness? You can't believe how many times these two used to run me in. Right, guys?
Civil Aeronautics Board says you have to have certification for a plane used to drop parachutists. You got that?
Papers, Lynch, you got them or not?
I've been taking care of the papers. I'll get them for you.
Are we sure they can read them?
Here's our CAB certification, our insurance, our PCA rating, our contract. I think you'll find everything's in order.
Well, we'll just take these along with us and check it out.
I'll take that as a no, they can't.
Hey, hold on. We can't jump without those.
That's the idea. They're rousting you, chasing you out of town.
Hank, I'll tell you what, you want to avoid a lot of hassle, a lot of red tape? Let's get back in your little airplane and fly away, huh?
He even said it out loud for you.
Hey, wait a minute.
Gentlemen, I think I might have a better idea here. Why don't we just go inside and call the CAB representative I just spoke to?
We can't wait around for that.
Oh, fine. Then if you just give me back the papers, it's only about, an hour's drive from here. I'll have everything notarized and I'll get them to you tonight.
We'd like to check these out ourselves.
But we just established that you can't read them. What are you going to do, trace the squiggles?
Well, the federal people are a little touchy about those licenses just floating around.
We happen to be the police.
Still, I would want to see you guys get in trouble. So I'll tell you what, I'll just call the CAB representative and have him call your chief personally.
Here, they look okay to us.
Remember what Hank was saying about all the stuff David does for them? Add one more, he shakes down the cops. He also does the grocery shopping.
Mr. Blake, just about to come out the airfield.
What, is there a problem with the ad?
No. Problems with me, I overcharged you.
Oh.
Around election time, things get confused around here, especially this year. Yeah, right there. She's the first chance we've had in some time to take out the Stewart machine.
Well, I met Jack. He seems nice, huh?
Boy, quarrel isn't with him. He'd be okay if he got out from under his daddy.
We already discovered that, but his daddy is a domineering bully. Jack is having a hard time breaking free of that.
Problem's a senator. He's so crooked he screws his socks on every morning.
Well, it seems there aren't many heroes left in politics anymore.
In Jack's favor. He was one once. Listen, I've got the Bulldog edition to get out. There you go.
They'll engage in good, honest police work and not ask questions, just assume those two have some kind of business deal, and it must be corrupt somehow.
You got problems?
Yeah. This is really some way to go shopping.
It is if you don't mind somebody else always doing the driving.
It beats a battered old VW Beetle. My dad hated Volkswagens. His favorite term for them was pregnant roller skate.
I guess I sound like a poor little rich boy. You know, when I was a kid, I would have given anything in the world to be Hank Lynch.
Oh?
Hank was always the school daredevil. He was the first guy to go swimming when the ice broke. He was the first guy to drive a car without a license. He was even the first to stop talking about how successful he was with the girls.
I had a friend like that, yeah.
When he was 16, Hank conned his way onto an airplane, and 2 weeks after that, he made his first jump.
Jack still admires him, that's not hard to see. Hank formed a club of skydivers, and Jack was proud to be allowed to join.
You still skydive?
Jack, get out!
No.
The pilot can't hold it here much longer! Bail out! No! Bail out!
Not for 7 years. You see, Hank and I, here we are.
I guess the story will have to wait a bit. But David is a pretty good judge of people, and Jack isn't the snarling monster that Hank acts like he is. Mac is another story, but Jack isn't Mac. For what it's worth, I didn't plan that.
Good afternoon, everybody. Are you ready for our terrific aerial show today?
All right, children, shall we go to work? How's your ankle?
It's okay. Better get you hooked up, David. It's a long first step.
David, strap this smoke grenade to my foot. Gene?
Professional skydivers discovered very early on that it's hard to see them up there. The smoke serves to make them more visible, and it also allows them to trace patterns in the air when they're doing their stunts. And no, David isn't jumping. That tether is to keep him in the plane.
Cut!
There is a lot of stock footage of skydiving this episode, and it's terrific. The cut-ins are seamless. There are a few small goofs in assembling the footage. For example, the ground shot showed their smoke trails together, while in the aerial shot, Gene hasn't caught up with Hank yet. It's still terrific.
Well, folks, I guess Lynch's free fall freaks will live to jump again another day.
I guess they answered his question.
Now, let's just relax and watch the beautiful way they maneuver those chutes.
Really, it's almost mesmerizing. They land to thunderous applause.
Ah, my biggest fan.
Senator wants to see you.
He does. Well, you know, I'd like to see him.
We had a deal, son. You're not holding up your end of it.
Senator, the only reason we're in Clearwater City is because we have a job. I'm not here to rock your boat.
He can't even give them a few moments to acknowledge the crowd. This senator really has big frog in a small pond syndrome.
Yeah, well, that's not what I heard. However, I'll sweeten the pot. I want you out of town today.
I took your money once, and I've been paying it back as fast as I can.
The senator is one of those guys who thinks money is the answer. While it's true that Batman and Iron Man have shown us that money is the best superpower there is, it doesn't solve everything. Especially when it comes to someone with a modicum of ethics.
Somebody's got you with more money. Maybe somebody like that muck-raking editor Hughes. Yeah, he's been seen doing business with your friend.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm telling you the truth, Senator. You're just not listening to me.
I told you that was what they were going to conclude from their thorough investigation. Hank is done with this conversation.
Looks to me like that talk didn't go very well.
Take off.
Well, partner, maybe it's time to take a little individual initiative. Huh?
We probably don't want to know what he means by that, but we'll find out anyway. That's kind of how these shows work. Are they going to sabotage the plane?
Get his legs up there, champ. Yeah, wood.
No, they're not going to sabotage the plane. They're going to destroy the plane. They're making a ring of fire around it so nobody can get to it. They're also sloppy. What's in that shed? Well, what would be the most dramatic thing you could think of? If you said several barrels of aviation fuel, give yourself 2 points. David smells the smoke and discovers the fire, but there's exactly one fire extinguisher on the premises, and it may be about half full. No, I don't know why he's trying to get in there. Getting away from it seems like a better idea. I told him getting away was a better idea. Now it's out of danger, and later on they can just wash off the gas that guy poured on it. Or they can take it to the automated plane wash, but it's a little pricey. Hank is unconscious by the time the Hulk reaches him, so when this is over, he'll have no idea how he got out or anything else. This is a rare time when nobody saw the Hulk. I guess that's why Jack McGee isn't in the episode.
I found him on the field.
Any idea who did it?
Doesn't really matter. Senator Stewart's behind it. You know, I think it might be a good idea if we saddled up and got out of this town.
How? That plane can't fly without repairs. And it'll take all our money to do it, which means no gas.
We have to do that jump.
We have time enough to fix the plane.
Let's go for it.
The Hulk did a pretty good number on the rudder and elevators while he was pushing, but it's not anything they don't know how to fix. Turner is probably just hungry again.
Now, that wasn't on my order.
Doesn't really matter, does it?
The boys just got a little out of hand.
Dad, I don't want this anymore. I never wanted to run in the first place, and I never would have let you talk me into it if I thought the people were going to be hurt.
Son, it was a mistake.
No, it was assault with a deadly weapon. That's a thing you do on purpose.
That's not good enough.
Now, son, you hold on. You're angry. That's understandable, but you're not seriously thinking of quitting on me, are you?
Yes, I am.
He just told you he never wanted to run in the first place. Do you listen to anybody?
I can't. I just hate to imagine what people are going to say.
I don't care what people say.
Well, you cared. You know you cared back then, didn't you? Son, don't cut run again.
Maybe it's just my nature. Why don't we just let people find out this time?
No, no. You're better than that. I'm not going to stand here and listen to my son call himself a coward. It isn't true. You wouldn't even be thinking like this if Hank hadn't come back.
Yep.
Hank awakened something in him that he thought had died a long time ago, his conscience.
Son, you're going to fight this. We're going to fight it together. The two of us, right?
Sure, Senator. Whatever you say.
Don't worry. I'll take care of everything.
The best way he could do that would be to call off his trained wombats and leave Hank alone. But if you told him that, he'd say, "What?
What's he doing here? Hey, no! I just came here to talk.
I don't want to listen.
Why don't you just simmer down? Come on, I'll get some ice for that.
He's giving Jack an ice pack, but not Hank. I guess we know who can take a punch better."
Look, I don't know what's going on between you two, but don't you think it's time you and Hank called a truce?
Hey, there's no war. Not for me. What happened was kind of an accident.
Accident? Hank almost got killed in that airplane.
Yeah. Wouldn't be the first time I had someone killed.
Had someone killed? Like hired a hitman?
You remember that skydiving club I told you about? Hank and I were both in?
Yes.
One summer there was a forest fire. Some Boy Scouts were trapped in one of the canyons. Hank and his friends volunteered to jump in and kind of lead them out.
You went along with him?
Yeah, we all volunteered. The plane took off, and I kind of wished that I hadn't. We started up the canyon. I realized that I made a big mistake.
He was supposed to jump first, but he lost his nerve. I know the feeling. When we were learning to scuba dive, I had an incident where I didn't have an air source. It got resolved, but it left me trembling. When it was time for the next dive, I couldn't go. I was terrified. It took my instructor a good hour to talk me down and convince me to try again. Needless to say, I'm kind of glad he did. In Jack's case, he froze.
Pilot's worried about thermal. Could take us into the
Jack has realized he can't do that. His fault is in not telling Hank.
Okay, let's hook him up. Ready, Jack? Anytime you're ready, buddy. Come on, Jack. Jump. Get out. Jump, man. The pilot can't hold it here much longer.
Jack should have moved aside and let the next person go, but when you're in a panic, you can't think of things like that. Hank finally pushes him out and everybody else jumps. He blames himself, of course. If he had jumped, 3 men might still be alive. Instead of beating himself up, he should be honoring their sacrifice. In fact, he did when he helped get the Boy Scouts out.
You didn't freeze just now, did you? I'm going to be drinking milkshakes for a week. Let me tell you the rest of the story. The senator gave me 10 grand not to tell anybody what happened. And then he told me to get out of town. Well, I took off like a scalded cat. That's cowardice.
The senator kept referring to back then. Now we know what he meant. He said Jack cared about his image back then. I'm not convinced of that. It looks to me like the senator had Jack under his thumb, and Jack only cared about his image because he was told to.
All right. I can promise you, you're not going to have any more problems with my father.
In the words of Cortana, don't make a girl a promise if you know you can't keep it. As if he can control his father.
Meade says Sharon Taylor's really got something on us. I want to make sure it ain't Hank Lynch now. Are you going to be able to handle this?
Yes, sir. We got something that can't miss. Works off barometric pressure.
Whatever. Just get it done.
I rest my case. He's escalating to murder.
Here to introduce to you the state's next Senator, Jack Stewart. His father, Senator Max Stewart.
Well, now that's what I call a real Clearwater City welcome.
You know, before the aerial excitement starts, I'd like to take just a few minutes to talk to you about my son. Now, you know I'm humble.
I'll bet you're proud of that. Truly humble people don't know they're humble.
But when I talk about my boy Jack, you'll understand my not being too humble. You see, he was a winner right from the start. All-state quarterback. Phi Beta Kappa and his colleagues. And of course, there were those Boy Scouts he rescued, practically carried him out of a raging forest fire single-handedly. But most important of all is what my son plans to do in the future as your state senator.
Daddy, my conscience is acting up again.
Jack, why don't you come up here and say a few words to these fine people? Jack?
Bueller? Bueller?
The plane is ready to go.
I'll go change.
Everything look okay?
Instruments all check out.
Oh, my ankle. Darn, same place.
Are you all right, baby?
Sure. Just kind of took me by surprise.
Look, you've injured this ankle so many times, I think you should have an x-ray.
Well, that does it, doesn't it?
What do you mean that does it? I'm jumping.
I wouldn't advise it.
She'd better listen. David has already proven that he knows everything.
What do you think the odds are that the fair people will pay off and be delighted?
6 to 5 against.
The contract insists you have 2 jumpers.
There could be 2. I came here to ask you a favor.
What are you talking about?
Let me jump with you, Hank.
It takes some persuasion, but Jack doesn't care about running for office or any of that. He misses this. He also misses his friend Hank.
Senator! Oh, Senator, my hat's off to you.
What are you talking about?
talking about. Grandstand plays is what I'm talking about. My reporter called, said he saw Jack climb into the skydiver's plane. Oh, wearing a jumpsuit.
Are you sure? Hughes, are you sure?
Sure, I'm sure. Don't play the innocents with me, Senator. God.
It's okay to kill Hank and Gene and David and Turner, but Jack is different. He's important.
Do you think they're high enough yet?
Not yet. Any minute now, they should be at 12,000 feet. That's when it goes off.
We got altitude.
Jack, you go out first and get stable. I'll work around you.
Fine.
How do you feel?
Scared?
Good. David, set Jack up.
That mostly means the smoke grenades.
Yeah, that's the baby.
Strap's giving way. Grab David. He's got no chute.
It definitely doesn't mean you go first. Jack grabs a spare parachute and jumps after him.
Somebody's jumped. That's Lynch, the red jumpsuit.
Give him a spare. I gotta land this plane. Jump.
David, keep stable, but turn on your back.
I'm not sure why. Right now, the important thing is getting that chute to him.
Here, take it. Flip it on. The reserve. Clip it on. In 5 seconds, open your chute.
Oh, that's why it's a reserve that clips to the front. Jack needs to open his now, move toward David, and explain to him how to land.
He's got more lives than a cat.
He's got 8 left, and I got 10 rounds.
You can't just shoot him, they'll know.
Don't worry, I'm not even going to scratch him. Get my rifle.
Remember all that practicing he was doing? It worked.
Let's go make sure.
I told Jack he needed to tell David how to land. He could start with, not like that. It's amazing how there's always a body of water nearby to throw bad guys into. I'm starting to think he somehow makes them himself. Our other cop is a stereotype. Oh sure, officer, he'll get right on that. On the other hand, he has a better idea. How about you come down here and explain things to him? I will never figure out why they always go up. Where did he think he could go from there? Or did he really think if he said, "Get out of here," that thing would just mosey along his merry way? He needs to be in prison for his own good. Between Turner and Hank, they get the plane down safely.
Where's David?
I don't know. I gave him the chute. I don't know where he is.
Jack! Jack. Thank God you're alive. I'm sorry, Jack. I didn't know. Forgive me.
When you forgive someone, you do it for you, not for them. In this instance, he might as well because he doesn't need his anger toward his father dominating his life. Now that a lot of things are coming to light, the authorities will take care of Daddy.
I want to thank you for the new engine for the plane.
Well, I wish I could have bought you a whole new ship.
No, I couldn't take that.
Jack, you sure about withdrawing from the race? I'm sure the state could use a man like you.
Well, maybe next time, when I'm not running under a shadow.
What about your father?
Grand jury's investigating. Well, I better take off. Want that ride to the bus station?
I sure do, please.
The Hulk has been seen, so David has to move on. That's his life. But he left Jack better than he found him. Actually, I suppose that credit should go to Hank. He helped Jack remember that he's a grown man who knows right and wrong and can make his own choices. He can choose not to follow his dad's path. He can choose the sky instead. I think he just did. He's way too controlling. Don't drop words. For example, in the ground... Okay. No, there's no in there. Don't add words either.